A Magnolia Homecoming, a sweet small-town story, the Red Stiletto Book Club series. Written by Anne-Marie Meyer, narrated by Liz Krane. Chapter 1. Sherry. "Bye, Mrs. Harper," Hannah yelled as she hurried from her classroom and sprinted right past me. I raised my finger, getting ready to tell her to walk, but before the words left my lips, she'd rounded the corner and was out of sight. I smiled as I shook my head. I didn't blame her. It was Friday. Everyone was desperate to get home, and the excited hum that sounded down the hallway told me there was no stopping the flow of students even if I wanted to. So I leaned my back against the wall and nodded and waved as the kids passed by. 10 minutes later, the buses were gone, and the hallways that had thrummed with life were empty. I sighed as I pushed off the wall and headed into the front office. Cassidy was sitting behind the front desk with her headset on, speaking loudly into the microphone that almost touched her lips. "I know, Mrs. Trudeau, but Lincoln is still here. He didn't get on the bus, and it has left." I glanced over to see Lincoln Trudeau sitting there with musk-blonde hair and pink cheeks. I didn't have to ask to know what he had been doing instead of getting on the bus. "Playing on the playground?" I asked him, as I rounded Cassidy's desk and pulled out the papers that were tucked in my mail cubby. "No, I can't turn the buses back to come and get him. That's not how this works," Cassidy continued. I could hear the frustration in her voice. I offered her a sympathetic smile, and she just widened her eyes. I chuckled. I knew the pain of dealing with parents who thought we had more control than we actually did. Just as I opened my office door, Tag and Bella squealed. Bella was sitting on my desk chair, and Tag was spinning her around. I shut my door and walked over to set my mail in the basket on the corner of my desk. "How was school?" I asked as I stopped the chair. Tag let out a growl of complaint. Bella looked green as she stumbled off the chair and staggered over to one of my armchairs opposite my desk. "Mom, stop!" Tag said, with his newly adopted hint of annoyance as he pushed past me and back over to the chair I'd moved away from him. I swallowed the anger that rose inside of me. That tone was new, and I wasn't sure how to eradicate it. I knew it had something to do with the fact that Craig wasn't around much anymore. Tag was not shy in informing me that I was not his father, and I wasn't sure how to handle his disrespect. As an educator, I'd attempted all of the responses I'd been taught in my training.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?